Flosstube, it's Rebecca here, Stitching Becca. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm sitting outside. It's lovely, but it's also a really hot summer day here in Sweden. So I'm hoping to get this film before it's too warm. I have a lot to show you today. This is the May and June update, and I have a fully finish, and I have some whips and some plans. And I also just realized that I forgot my fully finished in my living room. Just a minute. And I'm back. Okay, so I have had this finish for years, and I was trying out some frames that I had at home, but in the end I felt like the one was too big, the other was too small, so I went thrifting with my sister-in-law, and I found a frame exactly like I have always imagined for this piece being framed. And this is Buttercup by Nora Corbett. And I'm so happy with how she turned out. I'm sorry for the glare, but I absolutely love how the frame looks with this piece. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it might be a bit big, but I love the fact that I can see the fabric because it's absolutely gorgeous. This is Crafty Kitten fabric. I don't recall the name, she's out of business, but yeah, I absolutely love how this turned out. I will insert a picture as well, so you can see it without the glare. And she is so pretty. And I had to get creative because it's some rather big beads in this design. So as you can see, if I turn the frame around a bit, you can see that I cut some small stripes of the board that I was used for framing this piece and put it under, just between the glass and the fabric, just to create a little bit of space, so the beads wouldn't get crushed. Yeah. So happy. Okay, in May I just stitched on whatever made me happy. So I started with a kit from RTO called The Evening City, and this is what it looked like before. And this is how far I got. So I stitched quite a bit on this piece. I'm really happy with my progress, and I really wanted to get to the sky. I didn't get that far, but very close. And this lantern here. So the next time I pick this up, I think I almost can start stitching the sky. Yeah. Okay, so after I have stitched on this for a while, I felt for some Christmas stitching. So I picked up my Celtic Christmas from Lavender and Lace. And this is what it looked like before. I will just correct that. And I had quite a good progress on this one as well. Just have a cat here. Oh my god. So, and this is how far I've got. And I wanted to start on the border, so I could kind of get a feel of where the edge of the design is. And I absolutely love how as the folds in the dress turned out. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So the next time I'm stitching on this, I think that I have like 1 or 2 lines of reds down here, and then I can start filling in all the reds down here before I start with the crane neck. No, the Petite Treasure Bead, the gold thread. In June, we have had some great days weather-wise, so I wanted some easy projects to stitch on the balcony out here. So I come up with the idea that this project bag, in here I would have some smaller, easier projects that I could just take this out here and stitch in hand or in a small hoop. Looks like this. This is oh, what it called? It was Lola Crow, I believe. Greenhouse of Oddities, a sale a couple of years ago. I will find another project bag for this piece and just have a smaller ones in here. But I picked up my Big Bang piece from Good Morning Maui on Etsy. So Bernadette now have company of Howard, and I've started on Leonard. And this one I'm stitching with CXC. And this is just a scrap fabric from another project. Then I have had this magazine in here forever. I have wanted to stitch Matilda. It's a children's book, inspired by a children's book by Roald Dahl. I absolutely loved that as a kid, and I have been wanting to stitch this for, as I said, for ages. And I finally started it. It's still on my hoop, and it's not much to see really. The back stitching is what makes this piece. But coming along here with the last book, and then my plan is to stitch Matilda here and then start with back stitching. and I'm stitching this on 14 count Aida from DMC called Sunset. It's one of those printed fabrics. Yeah, so excited to have this one going. And I have a plan. This is also stitched with CXC that I would like to try and make a project bag with both of them actually. So we'll see about that. Okay. So then I felt like stitching on Nant Rose by Lavender and Lace. She looks like this, and I have had her started for years and I haven't stitched on her, and I'm so happy that I decided to pick this one up. It's still on my frame, I'm still stitching on it, and I've started on the little house. And I would love to finish this and come down to the flowers. And I think if I stitch the house and the trees on this side, I can count my way up and start with the big tree that goes above. So it's really pretty. And this, I'm stitching this with DMC. I will write the fabric down here because I can't remember which fabric I have. I will write it down. So for me, that was all my stitching this couple of months, but for me it's a lot. I'm very happy to have touched so many projects and so many old projects as well. So yeah, let's see. I have some haul and I have a new start planned. I think that I will go forward with my new start. And it's Angel of Music by Dimensions. And the colors are just gorgeous in this piece. We'll see if I can show them to you. Let's see. And I'm stitching this on the called for fabric, which is a Lugana fabric, 28 count mushroom. And I have ordered some royal embroidery floss for this one. Look at those colors. Absolutely gorgeous. So we'll see when that will be a new start. If I will start it now in July or if I will wait until August. We'll just have to see. This is the second day of my vacation, so I'm hoping to get a good amount of stitching time in. So we'll see. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I went thrifting with my sister-in-law, and I got lucky to find that frame. But I also found some dimensions kits. I have never found dimensions kits ever. So, and they were like not even $1 each. Okay, so the first one is this one, and it's called Golden Puppy, and it's a gold collection petite. Then I found, it's an older one, Dockside View by Dimensions. I thought it was really pretty. I haven't seen this one before. Then I found a Jan Lin kit called Summer Retreat. This has been opened. The floss is sorted, and it's a small start on it. But when I saw this picture, I imagined like an opalescent fabric maybe to stitch this on. Maybe a little blue with little blue tones, blue colors in it. Maybe. The butterflies are really pretty. Yeah. Then I also found some DMC glitter threads. The acrylic. So very happy with that. And I also found I always wanted to learn to stitch this. You kind of fill in. I don't know what it's this kind of stitching how you call them in English, but I think you get the idea. And it's this one here, and translated it says like, you shouldn't grieve the things you miss, but feel joy about the things you have, or what you have. So that was a really good thrifting round, and then I decided I really wanted lavender and lace Santa of the Forest. Is that the name? Yes, Santa of the Forest. I really wanted this pattern. And you almost only see them in the US when watching on eBay. You can see them from like United Kingdom, but they are very pricey. And then I saw this bundle of cross stitch charts, and I decided to give it a try, because it gets kind of expensive. You know, you don't only pay for the patterns, it's the shipping. It's really pricey, and then you pay for it to get into Sweden as well. So I think it was like $10 extra just to get it into the country. But with it being a pattern bundle, it didn't be so. It was totally fine, and they were shipped with eBay tracked it somehow, eBay shipping. So it arrived really quickly, and it all went really smooth. So I'm very happy. I have this chart So excited about this one. Absolutely love him. That will be a new start this fall. Then I also got Peace Angel, Angel of the Sea, this one, Angel of Winter is this one called, and I already have this, but maybe it can be a future giveaway. And the pattern here are pre-owned, they have been used, but you can still read the charts. I didn't notice so much damage on the other ones. Unfortunately, this one had, in the folds, you could see, it was a little bit harder to see the symbols in one area, like one symbol. You can still kind of see which one it was, but this one is a little bit more torn than the other ones. And then I haven't seen these ones before. Tea Garden, and it's 3 small designs, flower designs. Yeah, so with this being a bundle, I think I might have paid like $10 each, everything included, and I think that was a really good deal. Yeah, and that was everything I had. So my plans now are to keep stitching on Nant Rose, see how far I get before I'm in the mood to switch project. I will continue stitching on my smalls, outside or here on the balcony. Yeah, we'll see how far I get, I guess. I also have a little life update. As I said, I'm now on the second day of my vacation, so very much needed, as always, and we are just taking it slow, enjoying everything, except yesterday, because I needed to, before I could relax, I just needed to clean the house so it was nice and tidy, and after that I can feel like, okay, now I can relax, I can sit and do nothing. I took the kids to the sea yesterday evening for a bath. It was freezing cold, but I did get in, and it was very refreshing. And I think we will go today as well, just to cool off. They are out playing now with their friends, so yeah. Doing my morning rounds in the garden, checking in on my dahlias. It's a beautiful flowers, but we have a lot of, what you call it, bloodless, like lice that crawl up on the plants. So I go every morning and squish them and have the water beneath me so I can just spool it off. I don't know if you just understand what I said, but I just need to look after them so they don't get eaten. I will insert some pictures here. The tomatoes in the greenhouse are starting to get ready to be eaten. Looking forward to that. I have some aubergine And the potatoes are growing nicely in outside in the potato land. And we have some carrots and some sweet peas. So yeah, I'm just love this time of year. Yeah, I think that is all I have for you today. If you are also having your vacation soon or are already in it, I hope you can enjoy it. We also have some renovating to do on our house. We need to renovate some windows. We started last summer with the windows facing the front of the house, and we have 3 windows to renovate on the back of the house, so that we'll do. And we start that in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I hope to see you next time, and take care. Bye.